Hello and welcome to another timeline of Antarean space. Today we are concentrating on the Sixth Age, known as the Trisapient Age. Now, the fifth catastrophic collapse was long in duration and followed upon the anarchy and depredations of the Warring Ages. As a result, the loss of advanced human and alien civilizations was unprecedented. This could have been exasperated by what the Isaurian records refer to as a trans-dimensional shadow cast from their collapsing system gate, a cloud of null space that should never by rights exist within primary space-time. The Isaurians were the most advanced trans-dimensional engineers in all of Antarean space, and remain so to this day. It is therefore likely the events they recorded also took place elsewhere, without anyone becoming aware of the fact. The cloud of null space released into the system gradually spun into this star Isor itself, but its presence caused considerable disruption to nano-based technologies, producing widespread system failures, and almost destroyed the Isaurians. Nuhu were personally affected and practically wiped out, unable to endure this period of dissonance within the nanospore environment. The Isaurians were eventually able to overcome these difficulties, but the chances of other, less technically able societies doing the same would have been slim. When the gates began to regenerate, it was apparent that practically 90% of previously inhabited worlds were now bereft of human population. Many others harboured only savages. The Sixth Age began from a low base of worlds spread thinly over the Antarean surface. Amongst them were Isor, Alzantha and Nuxon, three worlds that had endured the intervening collapse, and survived relatively unscathed. Because their gates were widely separated in Antarean space, they evolved as separate centres of civilization and regeneration. Very quickly, there were developed three large and very different empires: the Isaurian Senatex, the Nuxon Empire, and the Human League, centered upon the Alzanthan Federation. These three civilizations expanded across Antarean space, encountering and often allying with alien worlds, whilst at the same time making and breaking alliances with each other. Wars between the three powers, or Trisapients, often set them against each other, but rarely did these interrupt the general progress of Antarean civilization. The League, a looser alliance of worlds dominated but not controlled by the Alzanthans, suffered from intermittent wars within its boundaries, especially towards the end of the Sixth Age. For thousands of years it was believed the Vorl had fallen extinct during the Antarean collapse following the Warring Ages, but towards the end of the Sixth Age they appeared again and began to attack human worlds indiscriminately. The Trisapients responded by locating and destroying a number of system-side gates around Vorl planets. This was the first time actual gateways had been successfully attacked and destroyed using a dimensional manipulation technique developed by the Isaurians. The unexpected consequence would be disastrous for all of Antarean space, triggering a cascading collapse of the gateway system and bringing a long period of prosperity and technical achievement to an end. That brings us to the end of the Sixth Age. The next and last video, the Seventh Age, will record the Pan-Human Concord. Till the next time, guys, thank you for joining me, and goodbye.